Go ahead. For all you, Michael. Here we are right now. You guys, I'm sitting down with a good, amazing man, Michael Pringle II. This man is a self-made entrepreneur, businessman, teacher, and philosopher. He has built an amazing empire of resources as well as knowledge. And he's going to give us the introduction and biography of where he came from. And you guys, this is the lead up into more of his tutelage of a four-part series of The Man with a Smile. I hand it over to you, Michael.
Good day, everyone. My name, as stated earlier, is Michael A. Pringle II. I am a freelance international hair care specialist, born and raised in the small town of Cross, South Carolina. My home, dad's originally from Pringletown, Ridgeville, South Carolina. Mom is from Holly Hill. I went to school, attended school, primary and secondary school in Cross, South Carolina. And a little bit about myself. I started doing hair at a very, very premature age. I found out that it was a skill that I enjoyed, something that I enjoyed at a very young age. I started doing hair when I was in 4th grade. And it became a passion of mine. My family, I have 3 older brothers, mom and dad, and at an early age realized that we all were more musically inclined and talented, very creative and stuff. So it was very active in my life to be creative. Dad, he was a carpenter by trade. It was a hobby of his. And everyone's very artsy, loving design and all that stuff. And what I realized at an early age, my parents, they always wanted us to be well-rounded. So mom always made sure that, and self-sufficient, so she always made sure that we had the ability to take care of ourselves as men growing up. And dad always wanted to make sure that we were well-rounded in the idea of being able to survive. So they would take turns throughout the week and the weekends, and we would spend time with mom. She would teach us personal hygiene, cooking and cleaning and all that stuff. And dad, he would take time to teach us how to do carpentry work and how to survive fishing and sports and athletic and all that stuff. And all the while that stuff was good, I was always extremely hyper, super hyper, active and stuff. So during the midday and afternoons and stuff, we would work together with our parents and stuff. But in the mornings, I was early bird, so I would get up 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. And with that, I needed some way of exhausting this energy. So that's where hair design came into play. After visiting the salon, one of the visits that we went with my mom to the salon, my brothers and I just sat there, enthused, eager and watching everything. And I saw how the stylists were doing all the clients' hair and stuff, and just looking at the lines and the dimensions and the texture and the color and the creativity and the execution and how these women were walking out, these men and women were walking out so excited and ecstatic, and a new sign or a new lease out on life from just beauty enhancement. And that's when I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, I can do this. And she was like, really? And I was like, yes, I love it, I love it. So finally went home, and the opportunity presented itself one weekend that I had the ability to do her hair. Did her hair, she went to work, went to church, went to work. Everyone loved it. And that's when it started. So that's when people started calling, people of the community started calling and was like, hey, can you do my hair? Can you do my hair? And it was more of a hobby just to get like the elderly and those who weren't as, wasn't able to go into the salons regularly as others. So I would do their hair and prep them for Sunday, weekend, Sunday service and stuff like that. And they would give me a tip or donation. And it just became a regular routine, starting at a very young age, and I stuck with it. Loved every minute of it. It took care of me in regards to financially. High school, middle school, well, Cross didn't have a middle school, but if we did, middle school, high school, college, took care of all my finances, my first car, computer, paid for school, everything. And it was a blessing that I was able to find my niche, find my craft, find what my passion at a very, very young age. And to this day, I'm still kicking. That started in 1994, and now it's 2020, and we're still at it.
What is the level of education? Because you are very well decorated as an instructor and as a teacher. I don't think people understand that and know that. What is the level of your education that you have?
Okay, so finished primary school, secondary school, finished high school early. After I finished high school, started taking college classes early. I went to university. I finished at the College of Charleston.
Yes.
I finished College of Charleston in 2.5 years. And while at the College of Charleston, I decided to get licensed with cosmetology. So my senior year at College of Charleston, I also went to Trident Technical College, where I received my associate's degree in cosmetology in business. And after that, I also got certification in education, where after Trident Tech, I opened a salon in North Charleston. I worked for Homeland Security at the same time. And then after that, I relocated to Southern California, Los Angeles, and backtrack. While at university, I was also into modeling, so that was another source of income. So I was modeling and doing acting and small gigs like that. Then I moved to Los Angeles, where I continued modeling and doing hair, and I did that for several years, and then got certified in education, moved to South Korea, where I was lead over education for a province.
Wow.
And I still worked in the salon, and I still did modeling on the weekends and stuff like that. And I did that for 3.5 years. And then I moved back to the U.S. stateside, back to South Carolina, where I got back into the beauty industry, and now I'm back as a platform artist. So I travel all over the U.S., Southeast Asia, Europe, well, all over the world, educating in the beauty and the fashion industry, educating other stylists, teaching new techniques. I'm also a professor at the Trident Technical College, and we will be starting a new barbering program this fall, so I'm super excited about that, night classes, and I'll be head over that program. And it's a lot, but yeah, that's me.
And okay. And we remember that you have been networking since I can remember. What network chambers have you been opening in this life that you've been starting since you started on your journey to success? What networks have you been branching and opening? But I know, like, you get calls all around to, like, Michael, I need you. Michael, whenever you're free, can you come over? What network chambers have you been opening up in your life?
The network chambers, they vary, but what I like to do, I always like to make everything full circle.
Yes.
There's no differentiation between what I do. Everything that I do in life has some sort of connection.
Okay.
And with that being said, it makes it easier for transitions and to cultivate and to do other activities as well. So, being that I'm in the beauty and the fashion industry, I do a lot of consultant work with different companies. I also have a business background from the College of Charleston, so having the ability to incorporate the business aspect of consultant work with the beauty and aesthetics aspects. So it's not just hair. I don't just do hair. I enhance beauty in any direction. So whether it's your hair, whether it's your appearance, whether it's your hygiene, whether it's your housing, your facilities, your work environment, your professional environment. So I went the route of being able to tie all of that together. So I have clients that contact me if they're going in for a new job, or if they want to revamp their look, they contact me, and I go through and I give them a nice composite of things that they can do to enhance their look.
Nice.
Or things that they can do to better themselves or have them stand out when it comes to a presentation, because first impression is everything. First impression deals with your appearance, and if it deals with your appearance, guess who you need to contact? Me. That's my job.
Wow.
All the way to when it comes to educating in the beauty aspect. So I deal with clients and businesses in regards to bettering their business or their marketing. So that's where I do a lot of contracts and consulting work throughout U.S. and Southeast Asia. I just opened up the barbershop, the first barbershop on Daniel Island. I was originally primarily their consultant, so I was teaching them the ropes of what's needed in order to open a business in the beauty industry. And after that transpired, I then became the manager and the overseer of the business. So I did all the hiring afterwards. And then now I'm the manager of the barbershop as well. So I go out and I check and make sure everything's running smoothly when it comes to that. So yeah, it's all walks of life, all different avenues. It's limitless, and that's what I like to push and to educate people on, is that you don't have to put yourself or contain yourself in a box. There's no limits to anything. Anything that you desire, if you focus on it, it's attainable.
Wow. Wow. This is that's what I love when you do your introductions. Michael, you are very multi-talented and blessed. Um, and I don't know how many people we just talked about on the show about teaching black teachers, especially males. Um, what brought you into that light to want to be an instructor and a teacher? Because you're all three: teacher, instructor, and also you're also a mentor to a lot of barbers and salonists. And so, what makes you still press on in that, especially in your walk of life?
The idea of the quality of life that it provides. What's reciprocated from learning and growing and developing, and how it changes a person. Like they always say, when dealing with life and in the world, people can take things from you and they can do you right, they can do you wrong, but one thing they can't take from you is what's in here.
Wow.
And that's a key, that's your golden ticket right there. Having the ability to educate yourself and know your self-worth, and being able to exude and execute and grow. Just and it's free. Gaining knowledge is free. There are so many different directions of how to obtain and gain knowledge, but it's free and it's powerful. And when you actually take the initiative to understand how worthwhile, like how good or how beneficial it is to have it, and how to utilize it properly for your benefit and for those around you, it's powerful. It's powerful, and it's such a blessing, and it's selfless, it's sincere, it's genuine, and it's such a blessing. It does so much for you, mentally, physically, emotionally, and I just love to see people grow, and me having the ability just to add just a touch of what I can to other people's life. I'm done. It's good. It makes me feel good.
Do you think that there'll ever be a stopping point where you're like, you know what, I can put my book away, my planner, I can rest my hot combs, turn off the light one last time, and actually Michael Pringle II is done. I can literally sit at home and rest. I did my work in the vineyard. Do you think there will ever be a day where you're like, I'm not going to stop?
No. Well, honestly, since it's such a passion, I know to some degree it'll always come out. Anything, everywhere, whether it's the grocery store, whether it's in the salon, or whether it's me going to, well, I don't have any hair up here anymore, whether it's going to get my beard conditioned at a barbershop or a salon, I know it'll always fall back into educating and providing knowledge and, giving motivation to others and stuff, and because it comes second nature. when it's pure, as stated earlier, when it's pure and when it's genuine, it's not work at all. It's not work at all. So I know to some degree I will always be in educating and providing encouragement to others.
Okay. And last and final thought, you could be anywhere. You could be in LA. You could be anywhere in the world right now because you literally have that gift. Your hands, your mind, everybody, no matter what they say that, this is they can't see it as a gift. You've shown that this art gift, your passion, can literally take you anywhere. Your love for what you do has literally taken you where you can sit in any seat around government, business. You sign around 6 to 7 figure people, but you chose to come back home of all places. And like I said, and you are literally shown that, hey, it can be possible that you can go out and return back home. And that speaks very much a lot of volumes on your introduction to your biography of your interview. You came back and you're like, I could be anywhere. And I know you've had people say, Michael, why you came back? You made it out. What do you tell yourself, or what do you think about that? That you literally know you could go anywhere.
Right. I do get that often, from home all the way to like all my colleagues, business counterparts, everyone all over the world. I get many offers. Actually, I still have an offer. I still have an offer on the table in regards to Southeast Asia. I have a school contract. They want me to come back there. But to answer the question, it's more of understanding who you are, and in which you'll find further in the lesson, more of setting your goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, and knowing your purpose. Knowing your purpose, identifying your purpose, and being able to execute and push it through. So I always tell people, it doesn't matter where I am, it's what you make of it. And I chose to come home. Home is home. I like to lead by example. So I want people to be able to identify, to be able to relate and realize, okay, this is a little country boy from Cross, South Carolina. Don't forget, the accent is there. I have voice code right now, but your boy is still from Cross, South Carolina. But it's the idea of being able to identify and recognize where you are, recognize your purpose, and recognize what it takes in order to deliver. And so I'm not caged. I'm not imprisoned. I'm not sheltered. I'm not cornered. I can go anywhere I want in the world. It's all according to your choice, your choices, and how your purpose and your direction on how to execute it. So always remember, it's not about the location, but it's all about what's here and how you plan to deliver it. And with that, you can be in your small town home and still make a huge difference throughout the world.
Very well said, Michael. You guys, this has been the introduction to a 4-part series. Stay tuned as we go through the next 4 parts. And this was by Michael Pringle II, the Smiling Man. Thank you, Michael.